everyone. Um, Thank you for coming on my channel and having me be your channel reader. This energy is only for a few of you. This message is supposed to be a secret message. I'm not sure what to title the video yet though. But definitely, whoever this is for, it's tailored just for you. This secret message from the universe, this secret message from your higher self, from your intuitive self, God, whatever, whoever you want to call it. You've been feeling like there's something big coming for you. And you are right. It's very close. And I was gonna say it's right at your door. I have a channel message that I got that says open your door. So the universe has a door that is waiting for you. And all the feelings that you've been getting, the things that you've been hoping for, dreaming for, praying for. I'm hearing like you've cried on the floor for this, like you've gone on your hands and knees and like prayed to God for this. It's here. But you gotta make sure that when you open this door, that you don't let any of the old energies come in to this. That means people from the past that you know, or people that are in your life right now that you know can't come with you. You know that they've been holding you back from really flying high with yourself, flying high with being the person that you are, being the person that you need to be. And that you can't take people that don't want to change. You can't take people that need to go through certain things on their own. And you can't be there constantly trying to learn the lesson for them or walk through the lessons for them, trying to have them get it, trying to have them understand. Even if it's something simple as letting them know that you don't like to be treated this way. If you don't like to be treated a certain way, and this person doesn't get it, that's your sign. That's your sign that you guys are on the same level. And that's something that you have to accept if you want to open your door. That you can't take everyone with you, and also you can't even take the part of you that holds you back. The part of you that feels like you had to have these beliefs in order to survive. Through this door, you're meant to thrive. As goofy as that sounds, because I just rhymed. I rhymed again. But you're meant to thrive. You're not meant to shrink yourself low anymore. Well, you were never meant to. So some of you may be asking, okay, well, how do I open this door? The way that you open this door is by changing your perception towards yourself, towards your inner world in here. It's time to trust yourself more than you've ever trusted yourself. And I'm getting a vision of someone being surrounded by people who used to bully them. But more so, I'm seeing like these people are around this person, verbally telling them things, but these verbal things are coming out as physical punches. So as these people are saying things, left ear, right ear, or for me it's left ear, right here, it's physically hurting this person, and it's getting hard for this person to hear themselves. So for who this resonates for, you've been manipulated a lot. You've been told that this is not how you should live your life, that you're gonna fall flat on your face again. You don't know what you're doing. You could have also been guilt tripped into having to take care of someone or be there for someone who couldn't live without you, because they saw just how powerful you were. They compared themselves to you and felt inadequate. I'm hearing they felt dumb. They felt... I'm hearing they needed to bandwagon on your level. Like, it's something that they feel like they couldn't embody, so they had to copy, mimic you, follow you, stick to you. But they had to put you down or manipulate you so you stick to them and make it seem like you're the one that can't leave, you're the one that needs them, but it's the opposite. You've absorbed these lies. And that confused you, trying to navigate through your own world, making tons of mistakes, making tons of wrong directions. At times thinking that it was the right direction, and at times knowing that it was the wrong direction, but felt like it was kind of too late to turn back, or you just had to see it through. Now the universe, God, your intuition are saying that you are no longer those illusions of yourself. You are no longer what people try to portray you as. You are no longer this person. And you need to trust that you know who you are now. And that in a way, you've kind of always had yourself. That's why in the first place, 11:11 I just saw. That's why in the first place people tried throwing mud in your face, making you go blind and seeing yourself clearly. You have nothing to prove to these people. You don't even have anything to prove to the voices that go on your head that still try to tell you that you don't know what you're doing, you can't trust yourself, that you're just gonna mess up again, that you're just making a fool out of yourself, that this is not gonna happen for you. These are all lies. Before I get more into, actually this kind of all relates to how you're going to open this door. How do I say this? This door is meant for you, which is why it's getting harder to see your truth, which is why people are coming at you right now, probably, or voices are coming in your head again, because the energy, whether that's people, situations, the voices in your mind, the egoic part of your mind, those old versions of you, they know that you're gone. They know that you don't need them. They know that you've won, that you are out of here. It's time to be strong. Very, very strong. And cut down these lies, cut down these illusions. But for yourself. So I'm getting two situations. There might be, when you're about to open this door, there might be something that you have to do. Maybe you have to leave, maybe you have to end a contract or something. Maybe someone's gonna come back from the past. You have two choices. Whether to let this person, let whatever this energy is, say whatever about you, and know that you don't have to fight that anymore. You don't have to prove to them anymore that that's not who you are. If someone has a certain perception of you and they seem stuck on that and they're not willing to see it any other way, that shows you everything. Let them. You don't need to give in to that. That's why it's so important for you right now to really grasp strongly to yourself more than more than who's around you, more than what people say, more than what your mind says. It's about who you are authentically. You need to hold on to that. When I was channeling these messages, I've been channeling this for like a couple days. I mean, that's kind of usually the thing for me. I end up channeling readings like these for a few days before I, post this. You know the saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you? But this one's different. I heard something different. This one is, don't offer the hand that feeds you. And I don't remember if it was before or after, but I got a vision of my lips rotting. I was given like a fruit. I don't know if it was like a grapefruit or an orange, but I ate it. And the fruit was rotten. And this rotten fruit was on my lips. And it started to rot in me. And I became disgusted with myself. I became very disgusted with myself. So, there might be someone around you that might try offering you something that looks like love, that looks like I'm here for you kind of advice, or like I'm here for you, I love you, let me give you this advice, I want what's best for you. For some of you, this is like a pastor or a priest. That's gonna resonate for like one or two of you maybe. It's not about whether this person has good intentions or not. It's about staying vigilant and knowing your truth and not looking to the outside. Not looking to anyone who doesn't know your experience. Not looking to the past, the inside of your mind, your ego that wants to stay in the old ways, that wants to survive, that wants to be comfortable in the chaos, that wants to be comfortable in the lies, that wants to be comfortable in the illusions, that wants to be comfortable in the drama, the pettiness, the suffering. It makes me think of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. For some of you, this is someone who is jealous of you and wants to mess up whatever you got going on for yourself, or just even just the way you carry yourself. This person, people, they don't like that. Is that your problem? No, but I'm just telling you what it is, or how it is for some of you. But I'm thinking of the scene where Snow White was, she met the old lady, but it was actually her stepmother who was trying to find her and kill her because she was jealous of her beauty. And she wanted to be the fairest of them all. So she disguised herself as a very old lady. And the old lady offered her an apple. And this apple looked beautiful. It looked very ripe and vibrant. Snow White got like 2 warnings. The birds were attacking the old lady. Something else happened. I forgot. But she got warned. Well, no, also, the dwarves told her, like, I think Grumpy especially said, like, she'll disguise herself. Like, so you need to, like, be careful. So I don't know if this is also your warning, or you're gonna get your own sign of a warning before this happens, or right when it's gonna happen. Don't offer your hand in exchange for this fake ass apple. You're someone who is very giving. You're someone who is willing to take the shirt off of your back in order to be there for someone. But Spirit is saying, not this time. You need to be more careful. And this is not like, oh, you're bad, go to your room kind of thing. No, this universe is saying, like, we want you to have, we've been waiting for you to experience this kind of life for yourself, where it's soft and it's beautiful, it's magical, it's everything you've ever wanted, it's everything that you've deserved. Like, you being your authentic self is the standard. Like, that should have been how it's, that should have been, that's how it always should have been, right from the start. But so many people got in the way. Your own survival self got in the way. And threw dirt up in your face, threw mud in your face, put all these bullshits in your face. Making you forget your power, making you forget who you are, making you forget your truth, making you forget that this is your own path. Like, you don't need to be on your grandma's path. You don't need to be on your best friend Lucy's path. You don't need to be on your dad's path. You don't need to be on your boyfriend's path. Like, this is your path. And it's made just for you. So, whoever whoever, especially, is trying to feed you lies and illusions about yourself, stay away. Stay away from them. Whether you have to cut contact with them or distance yourself, stay away from them. And yes, it is as strong and serious as the way I'm saying it, because that's how I felt when I got this message. So as soon as I heard don't offer the hand that feeds you, stay away, it was so like you need to listen. Even if this person tries to give you something like oh, just here to give you money to help you, give you a compliment, whatever, don't fall for it. Don't fall for this. There's a difference between being paranoid and being vigilant and perceptive, having discernment. Because if you're paranoid, you would think about this way with everybody. But no, God's warning you about a specific person. God's warning you, for a lot of you, a specific person or people. And for others of you, if it's not a person, it's yourself. It could also be social media too. Don't compare your own path to anybody else's. Especially social media, it's so artificial. So God, the universe, your higher self is telling you to move in silence / move in faith. Because this energy, they're very performative. So specifically, when it comes to humans, whoever this person, people are, they're good at fake crying, they're good at manipulating others, they're good at bossing people around, intimidating others, but they can come up as charming or very persuasive. And I had a vision of like a snake, a green snake, but with pink feathers, and it made me think of, I thought of those vintage showgirls that had like the feathers on their head, and they would like, perform. So don't fall into this trap. Don't fall into their lies. Don't fall into their illusions. Don't fall into their ego. Especially if this person is trying to argue with you. If this person is trying to tell you, like, put words in your mouth. Interesting. Yeah, if this person is trying to force feed you lies about yourself, don't swallow it. So that also means learn to not react to that. You don't believe that about yourself, so why fighting it? Or why fight it? And this is also part of God's protection, the universe's protection. I used to think that not fighting back what people said about me was me letting them win, was me letting them tell them whatever about me. But a lot of the times I was wrong. Because if I know who I am, and I see and I know that they're spreading lies about me, they're trying to fit me into a mold that is not me, why am I trying to persuade with them? Why am I trying to convince them? Why I'm trying to fight with them a lie that they have about me? You know what I mean? So let people's illusions drop to the floor when it comes to you. Just let them be like, okay, you have an attitude, you're not gonna make it in life. Be like, okay, you don't have to absorb that. Even if it comes like the voices in your head, your mind, your ego mind, telling you that you can't do this, you're not gonna make it, you're not good enough. Know that that's separate from you. And for a long time, I remember when I used to be in therapy, when I was like 14, I think, I had a therapist. She would tell me the thoughts in my head aren't me. And I was like, I could not understand at that time. I was like, wait, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean my thoughts aren't my own? Like, but they're my head. I'm like thinking of them, so they're mine. Well, at the age of like 22, gonna be 23 soon, I finally understood what she meant. We come into this world with a chip, a programmed mind that's meant for survival. Even if it's just in an emotional way. That's what our human bodies have. And for such a long time I've lived through that mindset, through just surviving. Thinking that this was my identity, this was who I am. But then when I slowly began to heal, to learn from my mistakes, create boundaries, actually love myself, I realized that my soul / my authentic self and the ego mind / survival mind, there are two different things. I'm not saying that we have to live with one and not the other. But I learned that we need to balance both of them. So those thoughts that tell you that you're not good enough, you're not gonna get your dreams, like you're living in a fantasy, most likely those weren't your own thoughts. That was what other people treated you or made you feel like you had to be, or what you had to believe in. And you believe that because you're like, well, I want to survive. Surviving in today's world means fitting in. I want to fit in. I want to be in the family still. I want to be best friends with this person. I don't want to get bullied. I don't want to be harassed in any way. I want to be liked, so let me conform to these beliefs while also doing certain things that make me feel uncomfortable, doing certain things, wearing certain things, being around certain people that disrespect me, that are not for me. Let all of that go. That isn't you. So don't give in to the drama, the pettiness. Let them think, or the anxieties in your mind, let them think that they won. Let them think in their mind. Let them think that you're just naive. Let them think that you're dumb. Let them think that you don't got it figured out for yourself. Let them think that this and that. That's none of your business. If anything, that's kind of like a blessing. It's like, think of it as like a disguise. And you're trying to get away with something. I'm thinking of like the movie Bad Guys for some reason. And the shark has all these disguises and he's able to get away with things. Like, you don't need to fit in with these people. You don't need to be around. You don't need to be in this kind of world. Their world is not your world. Their lies, their limitations are not yours. I feel like this relates to a reading that I did, but this feels way different at the same time. It's like, that's a different kind of power, knowing that no one, or maybe rarely anyone, or this group of people, or this person doesn't know you, doesn't understand you, and they think that they know you, is such a power move if you know how to play it the right way. It's like being out at night, like sneaking out of your parents' house at night, and knowing that no one knows where you are, no one knows what you're doing. Like you sneaked out somewhere, or just you didn't let anyone know that you're going to this place, you're gonna do this, and it feels so freeing. It feels so liberating. That's how the universe wants you to see this. That's how the universe wants you to act. You don't need anyone's permission for you to have this life. The life that you've always dreamed of. The person that you've always wanted to embody. Like, I was having a conversation with my boyfriend earlier, and I was saying to him, like, when I was a little girl, like, I felt strongly like there was someone out there for me. And as many times, like, a part of me thought, like, you know, there's no Prince Charming out there, there's no dreams coming true, you know, there's no, I'm alone, all that kind of stuff. I still had that choice, it was still there. That feeling, like he is out there somewhere. But at times I felt like, you know, this dream man, my boyfriend, was light years away, and it was going to be impossible for me to reach him or to ever actually have him. I was wrong. I just had to keep choosing myself, choose that feeling. Even when I wanted to give up, even when the voices were so strong, even when I had many guys try to act like they were the one for me and I couldn't do any better. Certain dreams that you have, certain feelings that you have, that's a calling to your soul. That's a calling to who you are. It's just about staying laser focused to that and not letting anything or anyone distract you. Because deep down, I have visions of myself being a certain way, doing certain things, and like deep down it felt right. Like I knew that was meant for me. And that's part of the door that's meant for you. But you have to like, it's like you have to be a little kid and like cover your ears and go, la 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 la, I can't hear you. You have to shut everything out, everything that is not for you, everything that is not part of your path out. Even if you keep getting knocked down a lot, you have to keep getting up. You have to go for that door. Because this door, it's a dream come true for you. Yeah. I wrote down run with your own voice rather than the ones that are not yours. Something like that. I can't see. For some of you, you're going to be signing a contract, or maybe this is like an energetic contract you're signing that there's no going back. Or, well, either way, you're not going back. You're signing that I'm going to be devoted to myself. I'm going to be devoted to what's true to me. What calls to me, rather than the bullshit, rather than lies, the disrespect, rather than the limitations. The universe wants you to act like a lion, strong, confident within yourself, but still move silence, move stealthily. So if you have to act dumb, I'm not saying that you are, but if you have to act dumb, if you have to pretend like you're turning a blind eye and you don't know what's going on, if you have to put on some sort of disguise to protect yourself, not because you're trying to take advantage of anyone, not because you're trying to hurt anyone, but because you're trying to not have anyone ruin your path, ruin your sight for what's meant for you, then do that. Oh, my back. I worked out, so my body hurts. Yeah, I also heard don't move away without God. Also, don't move ahead without God. So, the universe, God is calling you to be patient. Don't be impulsive. Just because you feel anxious and giddy doesn't always mean that it's a go, it's a green light. Sometimes that's a sign for you to slow down. Sometimes that's your ego telling you that it wants to do things its own way and not through God's way, not through a pure way that is not catastrophizing, that is not chaotic or dramatic. So you're being called to meditate more, or to sit down, pray more, be with yourself more, tune into your emotions more, separate the thoughts more, feelings more, understanding truth and the lies more, or truth versus the lies more. Yes, because truth is what's going to unlock this door for you, but you need to change your perception. And you need to you need to hone in on your truth. And that's more than just words. That's through your action. That's how you talk to yourself. Who you surround yourself with. Who do you cut out? It's many things. And it's also about letting things go. Everything that is not part of your truth, you let that go, and you know that whatever is meant for you is part of your truth, and it's going to make itself very obvious to you. You don't need to frantically search for it. You don't need to be in this constant rat race. So for some of you, you may be getting tingles on your ankle, feet, anything that's like from your belly button down. Anywhere that you've been getting tingles in that area, that's some sort of sign that you're on the right path. Also, I wrote down possibly a fire sign. So this might be the person that is gonna try to feed these lies to you. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or whoever is going to, I don't know, you're gonna have to talk to, your intuition, God, whoever more, and know where do these fit, if these synchronicities fit at all for you. Yeah, but know that there's so many things being brought to you. I'm seeing like on a silver platter. It's like multiple people are carrying silver platters, and it has all these sorts of different things. So you're getting what you've always wanted. And that you didn't make this up. Yeah, so keep redefining your faith. Keep trusting, keep believing that this is meant for you. That you are meant for you, even though you haven't fully discovered what that is. But know that you have enough to keep going. You have enough to rise. You have enough to unlock this. But you have to be patient, okay? And that's also part of trusting yourself and trusting God, the universe, that it hasn't happened yet for your protection. It hasn't happened yet for a good reason. So, Yeah, the angel numbers I've been seeing are 125, 222, and then something about 2010. So that may be significant to you, or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, um, maybe 2015, because I've also been getting fives. So 10, 5, 10, 10, 5, 5 may be significant, and 111, and also 333 and 666. And then I got T-Rex for some reason, so you're stepping into your raw power, and you gotta be dominant and strong in that, but not in a way where it comes from your ego. That's what I've been wanting to say. Where it comes from your ego and you're trying to prove something to people. You're trying to fight with everyone. You're trying to fight with yourself. Because the ego wants to battle, it wants to prove something. But you don't need to do that. So don't give in to the thoughts. Even if you have to keep doing it over and over, don't give in to it. Choose the I made a quote and I put, choose the path that calls you to rise rather than to sit down. By me, by Sapphire Casillas. So yeah, as long as you keep your eyes on your truth and you learn to make decisions based on your intuition and not through your ego, who wants to rush, who wants to do things without thinking straight, or who wants to plan everything out and wants to stick to its own plan and not be open-minded that there's more or there's a different way, then you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be just fine. So let's get into the songs. There was a lot of songs, and I'm glad that this time it's much more diverse. It's much more, there's a more variety of songs. That's what I'm trying to say. So we have Redbone by Childish Gambino, and this is a song that made me want to make this video because I heard the lyrics, "Stay woke, they be creeping." So it's like now more than ever, because you're like this, like this close to getting everything you want. It's like the herd of zombies, the herd of everything that is not meant for you, every person that's not meant for you, every lies, thoughts that are not meant for you are coming towards you now, trying to take you away because it knows that you're gone, that you're out of here. But you can't be distracted by that. So we have You Make Me Sick by Ashnikko. When I got the vision of rotten fruit, automatically I thought of her song, because she says, "I can squash you like a little rotten fruit." And in this song she's talking about a F-boy, someone who played with her feelings. So this also, for some of you, not all, this could be someone trying to come back into your life to play with you again, mess with you. We have Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. I think that's her last name. Yeah, Natasha Bedingfield, or was it Beddington? I don't remember. We have Hustle by Pink, Some to Prove by Little Baby, Every Season by Rode, Rich, Roday, Rich. Nosebleed by Sophie Powers, Hexagram by Deftones, Trapped by Headstrong, or Headstrong by Trapped. I don't know. When I was meditating, I heard this song, and I've only heard this song once, and this was like years ago. I didn't really like it. To be honest, I kind of don't like it still, but the lyrics do resonate with this. And Rise by Katy Perry. So, yeah, that's all I have for you. I still need to make part 3 for the whole group video I was doing, but I was called not to do it yet because there were still some other things I needed to see. 5555 I just saw. So yeah, I hope this helps you, and you stay focused on yourself. You can do this. Don't give in to the bullshit. You can do this. You're closer more than ever. And yeah, take care of yourself. Bye.